はい。じゃあ、久々なんですけど、やりますか。よし。音も大丈夫。なんかすごい雑音めっちゃ入るね。よし。あ、しまった。はしまった。日本語版じゃん。ちょっと待った。やばいですぞ。ちょっと時間がかかるぞ。言語。落ちるのに時間が結構かかって。よし。言語。あ、なるほど。ちゃんと、
on another adventure, are we?
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently.
入った
The
入
name
った。
came up twice,
いや、
but
6
they
章さんあ
never
りが
went
とうござい
into
ます。
detail.
なん
I
かね、
also overheard one of
途
them
中
bragging
で
about all the gold
切
they're
れたみ
making
たい。
at the expense of innocent
動画の
creatures,
最初の
undoubtedly.
時はね、一
The
応確
poachers
認し
spoke
た
of
ん
this
だけど。
area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
That sounds なんだ。ちょっと今、バイクでバタバタしてましたけど、このハイウィングっていうヒポグリフをこの萌えちゃんが助けて、パピーさんは喜んでるわけですね。で、なんか新たに、密漁者から、ルクシャさんありがとうございます。新たに密漁者から何かを守らなきゃみたいな話をしてて、サスピシオアス意味疑わしい。なるほど。秘密は守るよっていうのと、もうそもそも 駄菓子しね
Keeping
みたいな
things from Gran, are we?
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after hiring, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
まあちょっとスリザリンだから意地悪な選択肢があったら意地悪なのにしようかなみたいな。1周目はね素直なコメントが多かったんでね。でもまああんまりのやつは選ばないけど。
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
How do you think that we had anything to do
森を
with poachers?
守る馬さん
I
が
did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why.
密漁者がいっぱいいるけどお前たちも仲間じゃないのかみたいなことを言ってますね。
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Revelio.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Pelts. Poor, still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
密漁者のアジトだけどなんかほっとかれたみたいですね。
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Search of signs of poachers.
Revelio.
あとは、あ、なんか奥にある。
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
ゴブリンズメタルなのか。なんか、日本語だとゴブリンの銀みたいな言い方だったんだけど、メタルだと金属って意味なのかな。まあ、このゴブリンの金属がまあ結構大きな鍵に
Poachers
な
were
っ
here,
て。
all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
なんか密漁者がいっぱいいるぞ。
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you, if you get my meaning. Want him? I'll kiss him.
あー見つかった。やばい。
Incendio! You've made a mistake. Someone get me now! Shall we finish what we started? Back for more? Not the brightest child. Back to the... Bingo!
Incendio! You want Bingo! Not my best work, I'll admit. Incendio! Bingo!
What have you done?
なんか思ったよりダメージが入ったが。どっから飛んできたんだ。あ、あの人か。
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Reparo.
レパうまく言えない。レパロ
Revelio.
小銭は全部もらってくよ。よし。
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizardkind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's it. I bet it's the word.
Don't know what Victor was thinking straight.
じゃあここからは秘密行動でいきましょう。
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too
一応です
far.
ね、
The violence isn't going to get us what we want.
ストレス
I
を
say,
全
if every last wizard is run through with a
ストレ
blade,
スを全振
then
りしてるん
violence
じゃ
is going to get
目
me
の前に
precisely what I
立たな
want.
ければ大体
Sickens me to
大
work
丈
alongside.
夫くらいの勢いでやっつけられるんで。
So, what's this?
手がブルブルブルブルブルしてる。あとなんかメインストーリーしかやってないけど結構レベルも高いみたいで、多分24あれば最終戦までいけちゃうんじゃないかな。
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you. Revelio.
ピクピクピクピク。
What's going on down there?
あー、ドラゴンが。
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? What I wouldn't give to be Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Amora.
ドラゴンの卵がそうドラゴンの卵直火で温めるからね。
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
よし、お母さんを助けに行くぞ。
Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact.
最初は隠密行動でできる限り。 あそこにもいたか。
Hold still! Looks like someone paid. What's on her? Leviosa!
上の方にいて
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
攻撃魔法遠くから飛ばしてくる人は結構めんどくさいんですよね。
Vegetable! This reputation does not belong in
Rhoda! Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Find it!
Oh,
いた。やられた。
ah, the lamb returns to the
あ、いた。
nine little
ないわね。
Then shall we finish what we started? Back for more.
Nice try. I'm embarrassed.
I'll have taken your life before you even realize who's gone.
Leviosa!
このおじさん結構強くて。 ちょっと先にやります。
Hardly felt it. Let's see you survive that.
あ、やられた。よし。あとは、あ、そう、紫の人もね、強いみたい。あ、紫じゃなかった。
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out. was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
よし、じゃあお家に帰ろう。
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
自動、あった。緊急時期は買ったんだけどね。あ、ごめん。ごめん。ごめん、間違えたって、ごめんね。よし。まあ今日の素材はこんなもんか。よし。さっきお手紙が出たの。あ、違う、お手紙。プロフェッサー・ルイーズリーズ・アサイメント。Collect the field guide page in the underground harbor. Collect the field guide page from the book on intermediate Transfiguration in the library. Okay. あと、Complete Professor Weasley's Assignment。じゃあ、図書館に行くか。まずは。図書館どこだっけ。あ、ライブラリーが。ルーラがないわ。どこ、あ、そっか。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
なんでフルパウダー登録されてないんだろう。図書館なんてめちゃくちゃ行ってるけど。 まあ、実況、実況、まあ、そんな感じです。でも、あんまり、プレイしながら喋ってるだけで、あんまり実況はしてないかもしれないけど。あれです。そうですね。好きなことをただただやってるだけです。あ、いいよ。図書館でどうするって？
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
あ、なるほど。ステアーズにあるに違いないわ。なんでわかんねえ。
Revelio.
ありがとうございます。どこだっけな、なんか。あ、違う。
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
あ、ここら辺のはず？あそこだ、あそこだ。
Looking for the book Intermediate.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in the game of Quidditch?
英語で、これはね、わかる。ザ・ゴールデンスニジェットっていう、クティニッチのゴールデンスニッチは昔は生き物でやってました。それは何でしょうっていうのが、ザ・ゴールデンスニジェット。The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
なるほど。幸福薬、ラッキー薬はなんていう名前でしょう。フェリックス・フェリシス。
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
これはあれですね。ハリーポッターを見てたら結構わかるやつです。The Tale of the Three Brothers involved which magical artifact? なるほど。3人の兄弟の昔話みたいなのがあって、それの魔法のやつ。魔法のアーティファクトって日本語でなんて言うんだろう。
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
クディニッチで一番大きなボールは何ですか？で、これはクワッフルですね。
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
やばい。来たぞ。スピーシーズってなんだ？これはフォルスだと思うんだよな。多分、ポリジュースポーション、ポリジュース薬は変身薬なんですけど、人間にしか 人間に変身することしかできないんですよね。多分このスピーシーズがわかんないけど、多分人間じゃないものだ。
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Revelio.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
今なんか第1回目だからすごい簡単で全部答えられましたけど、この話すと第2回第3回があるんですけど、結構ハリーポッターの世界のものを見てる私でも全然わかんない問題がいっぱい出てきますね。よし。で、もう一個がCollect the field guide page in the underground harbor. Underground harbor. アグアレンティ。アグアレンティってなんだっけ？待ってね。多分水が出るやつじゃない？あ、違うかな。わかんない。多分水出るやつだと思ったけど。地理が分かってないから、ちょっと待って。ローワーホックフィールド。あ、でも、あれだよね。バックグラウンド、ハーバーっていうぐらいだから、港？フードクロフト。いや、ここら辺。あ、でも一応見れんのか。全然ここら辺はまだ行ったことがないけど。でも違うな。バックグラウンドハーバーってどこだろう。あ、そうですよね。あれですよね。死の秘宝を取りに行って、なんか変な、変な毒の水を、なんだ、校長先生が飲んで、それで、あ、水って言ってやったやつですよね、確か。ちょっと待って。バックグラウンドハーバーってどこだ？あ、でも、意外とホグワーツの近くなのかもしれん。そうな。これは、ハーバーだからなぁ。どうしよう、町の名前じゃなかったら。バックグラウンド。バンブリッジ。ウエスト。クラーククロフト。場所がわからん。あ、そうそうそうそう、ダブルドアだ。ど忘れしちゃった。バックグラウンド、あ、ちょっと待って。 ってたかも。あ、違う、バックグラウンドじゃない。アンダーグラウンド。アンダーグラウンドハーバー。ハーバーハーバーで合ってる？待って、アンダーグラウンドだから、地下、地下、待って。地下港？あれ、これホグワーツの中じゃない？こっちだ。これかな？あ、これ。あ、違うな。ボートハウスだった。地下港？あ、でもこれ。待って。で、連射したら出てくんじゃない？あ、出てきた。よかった。こんなところにどうやって行くのこれ。行ってみよう。1周目はもうなんかストーリーを進める前に、めちゃくちゃいろんなとこ探索したから、なんか前提条件を、ストーリー進めた状態では、もうすでにクリアしてるみたいなことが結構いっぱいあって、こんなとこに生徒をこんなところに生かすとは。あれ違うな。どこ？なんかね、たまに目印が迷子になるんですよね。でもここだ。オッケー。
Revelio. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. So this is the underground harbour.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horndale Hall.
あれこれ1周目で行ってないかも。行ったかな。
Revelio.
びっくりした。なんだ、ただの近道か。びっくりした。ここから行けるよってことなんだな。違う。アテンドトランスフィギュレーションクラスデュアリングザデイ。トランスレーションクラス。違う。どこだ？ここ？違う。トランスレーションクラスルームで、 昼に行きなさいって言われてるから、ここで野宿します。あー、よく寝た。よし。
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Yes.
Beautifully done.
これがまたね、物騒な魔法なんですよ。あ、じゃあ、Speak with Professor Weasley だった。授業が終わったと思って、喜びさんで出て行ってしまった。
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
なんか上は課題があって助かりますって言ってるけど、なんか2つ目は大変みたいな感じだから。
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I needed all the extra assignments.
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them.
私に追加課題なん
Now
て
it
必要
seems
ないっ
you've
て
been
思います
making
けど
good
ね。み
use
たい
of
な
the
こと言ってる。
opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the room of requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
しまった。いや、ちょっと難しいな。プロフェッサーブラックは、校長なんだけど、校長の、屋敷しもべ妖精と会って、なんか洞窟を探検したのよねみたいなとこまでわかるんだけど、in any way to Professor Fig がわかんないな。それもフィグ先生の差し金みたいな感じかな。
Not at all. I was intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
よし、終わった。Oh! これがまた物騒な魔法で、こんな風に変えれるんですけど、このタレントの方でどれだっけな、違うなあ、これだ。敵を樽に変えられるんだけど、それを爆発物の樽に変えられるっていうこの才能があって、これがめちゃんこ強いんですよね。というわけで早速取ります。
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
よし。あ、まだだった。
My plan with the helmet failed. I have another idea. I think we may be able to find something south of Hogwarts. Meet me there and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
これがなかなか物騒な魔法ですよ。In the show of the mine, Sebastian is waiting near the entrance to the Overlook mine to the northeast of Upper Foxfield. It's all読めない。エクッゴブレってどこで切るのかわかんないなこれ。まあいいや。じゃあとりあえずセバスティアンに会いに行きますか。ちょっとでも装備を売っていこうかな。ちょっとね、セバスチャンの話はちょっと慎重にやりたいので、ちょっと英語聴講タイムがたびたび現れるであろう。
Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
セバスティアン。アッパーフォークスフィールドじゃなかった？ここ集合なんだ。あ、間違えた。セバスティアン、今行くよー。ああ、よく寝た。
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
難しい。セバスチャンとは3枚絵の額縁があって、その絵が真ん中しか今見つかってないから、残りの2つ探そうって言ってて、で、なんかその多分情報があったぞ、みたいな話をしてます。で、searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this? なるほど。なるほど、なるほど。ルックウッドの、城に、石ドーラの、多分これマナーってのは研究室だと思うんだけど、研究室があったことは、なんか関係あるんじゃないのどう思うって言われてる気がする。で、なんかこの表現がわかんないな。We deal blows ちょっと調べるか。セバスチャンはちょっと慎重に行きたい。ビール。ブローズ。あ、攻撃を与える。殴り込みじゃーって言ってんのかな。アボイドディテクション。アボイドディテクション。検出を避ける。なるほど。隠密行動をするって言ってるのと、殴り込みじゃって言ってるのか。よし、殴り込みじゃ。
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
いや、違うんだ。ついうっかり殴り込みじゃって言ったけど、
There they are, up ahead.
ど
っちかというとおとなしくしたい
No one enters this mine.
方
Kill anyone who tries.
で行きたい。だけどな、ち
Loyalists are out for blood.
ょっと隠密行動でいこう。このテントの中にあるこれが欲しいんです。あ、でも大したもの入ってなかった。よし、じゃあ欲しいものはいただいたし、無駄な摂取は避けて。
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
そっか、殴り込みじゃって言いつつ、結局隠密行動している私。 よし。まあでも結構レベルも高いし、殴り込みしても勝てるとは思うけどね。
For better or for worse, we're in.
見つかるかな。
All over.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Incendio.
.このぐるぐる巻きになっちゃった人は一応たまに助けられることがありますね。でもお礼も言わずヒュッて消えちゃうんだよね。
I don't see any goblins in these
とりあえ
webs.
ず探索
Too
はいいかな。
disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
I'm for a bacon and mushroom stew.
いや、びっくりした。あ、誰かと思えばセバスチャンだった。
What's that? Up for a bit of dying, are
あ、
we?
見つかった。
You won't survive
いてててて。
this, young friend.
なんか急に誰かが笑い出したぞ。
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
もうこっちは行かなくていいか。
Incendio!
Quietly now.
あっちが本筋だった。
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Accio! Guardium Leviosa. Places.
間違えた。
Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Or to conjure stairs. We mustn't.
こっちに道はないか。ああ、でかい雲が来た。 一応なんか火に弱いみたいなので。あ、びっくりした。
We've rid the world of another spider.
そう、火に
I
弱
shall
い
sleep
から
better tonight.
燃やすとキャーって言いながら走り
We're
回っちゃう。
making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
あ、痛い。
Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
痛い痛い。
Lumos.
光に弱い。
Incendio. Lumos.
Lumos.
普通にダメージを受けちゃうんで。今の使えない。
Bombarda.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
強いですよね。そんなフェルアゲもめっちゃしたわけじゃないけ
We've
ど。
still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
萌えちゃんの声がさ、でかすぎるのよ。隠密して。
Rather unwise coming back this way. Why drag this out longer than necessary?
It's 飛び道具はめんどくさいんで呼び寄せちゃうんですよ。これか。この爆発物に変身させて敵に投げるっていうこの物騒な。
I won't rest.
We're not finished yet.
Ah, 大きいのが2匹もいる。あ、いてて。あ、毒食らってるね。さすがに薬を飲むか。
We certainly cleared the room.
Don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Revelio.
なんか知らないけど、突然グリフィンドールの悪口となんかスリザリンを褒めてるような気がした。いっぱいいろんな
We can have a look around.
いろんなものが。
Revelio.
あそことあそことあそこね。
Incendio.
あっちもだ。クリンゴでいくか。
Confringo.
あ、間違えた。
Rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wasn't expecting that. Silent as a grave.
あ、石ドーラの日記ですね。
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
カンバスピース
something
で、
about this place feels odd.
3枚のうちの一つを見つけたぞっていう感じかな。チェックオンセバスチャン。セバスチャンどこ？あ、いたいた。
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft.
And now for the moment of truth.
そう、そしてなぜか
It has to fit.
ホグワーツに戻ってくる。
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is
あ、
I
でも
do,
最後の
in
位置に
fact.
あれ違う違う、今
And
2
the
枚目
bad
が入っ
news?
たのかな。
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
ああ、そうだね。ランロックを説得するのに協力者がいるって言ってて、で、ロドゴグだよって言っちゃうか、なんか適当にごまかしてんのかな。
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what?
セバス
Have
チ
you
ャンは
forgotten
妹をゴブ
Have
リ
you
ンに
forgotten the
呪い
mine
か
we
けられち
just
ゃっ
went through?
て、
No, Sebastian,
妹は
I
苦しん
haven't.
でる
You're
か
not
ら、
listening to me.
めっ
Why
ち
would I
ゃ
listen to someone so
ゴブリ
ignorant?
ンを恨んでんだよね。 Why we listen to someone so ignored? Why do I listen to someone so ignored? それは呪いよ。You are not thinking straight. そう、なんで俺は他の人の意見を素直に聞けないんだと思うって聞かれてるから。で、That was cruel. 残酷で出たな。それは残酷だ。You are not thinking straight. あなたはひねくれ者だからっていうことかな。どうしよう。ひねくれ者だから。
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
じゃあ、ロドコブに会いに行きますか。ロドコブ has asked me to meet him at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts and asked that bring someone who speaks gob... ゴブルとでもこれが読めないけどな。でも多分なんか単語だと思う。物語の単語だと思うんだけど。わかった。That I bring someone who speaks ゴブリン語がわかる人を連れて会いに来いって言われてるわ、これ。そんな話、一周目にあったね。だった。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue panda.
Beatrice Green from Dogwood and Death Traps.
They're so clever. Easy game's the best one ever.
こちらだ。いない。よし、じゃあここで野宿します。まだ夜などで、
Hello there.
音楽だから夜か。アミット。一周目ではアミット
Do I
は
recall
ク
you
ラス
saying
メ
that
ート
you
だったけ
speak
ど。
gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I
い
mean,
や、アミットいいやつ。
might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to
Gobbledygook.
hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
ミートロコーニュアザマイン。アミと1周目は、あれでやったから、間違えた。なんだっけ、レイブンクローでやったから、クラスメートだったんですけど、2周目はスリザリンだから、別に、あれじゃない。クラスメイト、量が違うんですけど、喜んで引き受けてくれてめっちゃいいやつですね。ちょっと変わり者ではあるんですけどね。いいやつではあります。そうだ。
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
Hello. It's not often I see Hogwarts students here during the school year. I'm Priya Treadwell at your service, and I sell a variety of traveling necessities.
What do you have for sale?
Let's have a look, shall we?
あんまり溜まってなかった。
I didn't think I'd be so nice of you to stop by.
よし。なんかちょっとインド系っぽい感じの訛りでしたね。よし。一旦フルパウダーを、フルパウダーを登録して。
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
But you had no choice. You should have expected that. どっちでもいいかな。
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But he's...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
大丈夫かな？正されてないかな？アミット来てる。あ、来てる。すぐ後ろにいた。
The door is looking at us.
I'm good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Vincent, let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. That little moon calf. Spider!
アミットは武闘派じゃないんだ。
What's a human doing here? That was meant for me. I will make you pay. Spider!
Descendo!
アミットの攻撃力弱っ。
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Incendio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
あ、そう、今この穴を掘ってゴブリンたちが何してるのかなっていうの、何のために何をしてるのかなっていうのを探りに来たわけですね。
One there. Right over here. I won't rest.
ごめん、アミトごめん。ごめん、アミトごめん。火だるまにしてごめん。
Yes, of course.
あれ、ここから来た。どこに行くんだ。あっちか。思いっきりアミと火だるまにします。
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
あ、こっか。OK。
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
The area's still clear. Oh.
旅の人はすごい。もうそろそろ気づかれてた。あ、でもまだいける。まだいける、まだいける。
What's going on out there? Someone, oh, little moon calf.
Oh, this really is too much.
まだいる？
Stay close. I've handled much
あ、
worse.
もういない。
Another boiler. Here, this is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio! Up here!
Right, 何を作っているんだろう。
Always my turn for the job.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
ちょいちょい気づいてたの？
I know I heard something that. Who is it? Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled. You won't get away with that. That's better.
まだ飛び道具使える気が残ってる。あ、
Confringo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Akio. Incendio. Revelio.
あー、見つけた。
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get
でっ
out
か
of
い
here
ド
and
リ
tell
ルを
Lodgok what we
作
found.
ってることが判明しました。
Akio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
あれ、道合ってる？待って、こっちは行けないのね。行けるかな。あ、行ける行ける。あ。
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
エグジット・ザ・マインだから、そうね、ここは来た時のリフトだから、戻ってきたって話だった。おい。よーし。今回はね、アミットと一緒だったからね、もう最低限のことしてさっさと帰りましょう。
Can we please talk?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
ドリル作ってんぞ、どういうことだ?
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her
ミ
research.
リアムは
And
フ
I
グ
know
先
of the
生の奥さ
container.
んですね。ミリアムとも仲良かった
The
んですね。
reverence
ノー
with
トボ
which she
ブは
talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
なんかちょっとシリアスな話をしてたんだと思うんですけど、ちょっと話が長すぎて頭に入ってこなかったけど、まあでもなんかこのランロクは多分結構何かをその全面魔法使いとの全面戦争をしようとしてるんじゃないかみたいな話だったっぽい感じがする。多分。
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next.
Speak to Port of Professor ニーナの試練か。なかなかきついけど、でも今それしかないな。オッケー。じゃあ装備はこれがいいかもしれないな。じゃあちょっと体勢を整えてまた行きますか。ちょっと若干疲れてきた。いやでもね、今日はなんかあれだね、ちゃんと英語も含めて楽しめてる感じする。結局なんかいっぱいカミカミ白菜 チョッピングチャイニーズキャベチーズをいっぱい使ってやろうと思ったけど、意外と出番がな
You
かっ
should
た
be
わ。
proud of all the potions you've brewed.
あ、こっちがいいね。マフラーはなしで、これもまあ可愛いは可愛いけど、やっぱちょっとこれがお気に入りなんだよな。ローブもちょっと変えてみる？やっぱこれがいいかも。で、これもいいな。これもなんか、個人的にはこういうのも好きなんだけど、やっぱりせっかく、ねえ、学園ものやってるんだったら学校指定のやつを着たいよね。これ、やっぱこれかな。よし、じゃあちょっと持ち物を売って、またニーナの方に行きますか。1周目の時ね、ニーナは割とね、苦労したんですよ。なんか道に迷っちゃって。いや、どこ通れてどこ通れないか全然わかんなくってね。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? What can I do for you today?
19か、じゃあこれもいらないかな。よし。
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Hogwarts。まあちょっと疲れてきましたが、もう一個ぐらいいっちゃおうかな。いやでも割とね、佳境に入ってきたような気がするんだけどな。どうだろう。
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
さあ、どうやって校長室に入るんでしょうかって話をしてますね。フィグ先生なら知ってるかなって。フィグ先生。
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
いやでもね、ハリー・ポッターで飲んでたやつは多分ハーマイオニーが見よう見まねでやったやつだから、多分ハリー・ポッターで出てきたのよりはちゃんと飲める形になってんだろうな。
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
まずはマダム小川のところへ行きましょう。ダッシュ、ブラック先生のダッシュ。そしてブラック先生はそこはかとなくゲイリー・オールドマンに似ている。そっくりとま
Do
で
you
は
have a
言わない。
moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
おでき直し薬。
Of course, yes.
おでき
No need for
直
all
し
the
薬
cloak
に
and
ついて
dagger.
言われちゃいま
Simply
す。
have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners? Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
よし、ダッシュ
I
ダッ
heard
シ
the
ュ。
headmaster approaching.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you have.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany
そういえば
and
まだ
its uses
あれかな、
was heading
読
to
書
the
さんいるか
greenhouse.
な。
Ah,
ア
yes.
メニスはね、やっ
Mixed
ぱ目が見えないらしい。
bubo tuber pus makes a
でも、
fine
なんか魔法で、
mustache paste. Yes, mustache
魔
paste.
法でなんか
I find.
探索しながら歩い
I'm
てる
feeling
か
all
ら、
right,
普通に
sir.
生活
You
で
don't
きてる
seem
らしい。
yourself.
I assure you, I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
そうそう、だからあんな風に
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
杖を構えながら歩いてる。
Something is
あれだね。
Professor,
マグロの世界の白状と一緒だね。
again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
マジで萌ちゃんが全然探索してないからいろんなとこで見つかるな。さあ、食堂。
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a work.
Ahem! Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you!
飛べるかな？飛べないね。
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
あ、まずい。まずい、薬が溶けるぞ。逃げろ。
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
これで飛べる？飛べるね。なんだっけな。なんか、なんだっけタワー。違う。これかな。トロフィールーム。そう、トロフィールームの奥。トロフィールームに行きたい。トロフィールームってないかな。あったあったあったあった。
Nice to see you, my young friend.
ゲップ。なんかね、結構ハリーポッターの世界は。あ、いけた。ゲップとか、なんか、あれだね。結構遠慮なくバンバンやっちゃうね。合ってるかなこれ。あ、合ってるね、合ってるね。よし。
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Revelio.
中かな。
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
さあ、ニーナさん、あ。
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
私のゲップ？あー、いや、私のゲップの時もあるかもしれないかな。ちょっと今回は違ったかな。あ、違う、紅茶じゃないよ。あれ、これ拾えないのかな。あ、違う、リンゴじゃない。
That must be the pedestal.
Yeah, 今結局食べてないけどポテチオが目の前にあるし。
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention.
そう、残念ながらね。
Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
そのうち本物のゲップ音をお聞かせすることがあるかもしれません。いや、これがね、難しくてめっちゃ死んだわ。
I should have run when I could.
Best move while I can. He must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
ダメだ。ダメだ。ダメだ。見つかった。どっからかな。
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right.
じゃあ探して。まだ。はい。
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
よし、今だ。えい。
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
めっちゃ見とる。あっち向け。よし。あっち向け。よしよし。いけるかいけるか。あ、いけた。
Nothing this way, but more danger. I need to turn back. There's no getting past. Closed tight. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
あ、いるじゃん。いる。いる。いる。めっちゃいる。あっち向け。
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
お、見つけた。
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
あ、そう、ここで、こう、どうやってどこに行くのかわかんなくて、こっちだったんだよ、確か。あれ違った。あれ合ってる？
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
ああ、よかったよかった。
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
じゃじゃーん。杖。この庭とこの杖が、
I've never felt such power.
まあ、英語だとエルダーワンド。なんか、エルダーって言う。Rebellion。これがまたその、あ、違った。あれいけない？いけない。
Rebellion。
英語と日本語のあれで、なんか、庭とこ、エルダーは、なんだろう。普通に日本語で庭とこっていうと、その庭とこの木っていう意味なんだけど、なんか、英語だとエルダーはなんか、大きい的なこれどこ行くの？大きいみたいな、なんか、最大のかな、なんかそういう意味もあるみたいで、 だからなんか最強の杖が港区杖なんかなんだろう、二重の意味をかけてるみたいな感じらしい。確か昔調べた時にちょっと調べ直そうけど、だからなんか日本語にするとちょっと変な感じになる。あ、あれ違った。あ、来た来た。もうめちゃくちゃ堂々と言っちゃった。ああ、よし、強い強い、萌ちゃん強い。あはっ、そうかな。いやでも私関西弁も好きですよ。関西以外もだけど。怖いけど萌ちゃんが強すぎる。萌ちゃん強い強い。よしよしよしよし。 あ、萌えちゃん強い。あ、またトロールが。あ、しかも見つけない。あ、痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。
Defender! Bombarda! Stupid! Defender! Stupid! Bombarda! Defender! Bombarda! Bombarda!
Yes!
Defender!
あ、痛い痛い痛い、突進された。
Stupid! Bombarda!
あ、痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い、やばい。
Bombarda! Bombarda! Defender!
よし。わあ。
Defender! Depulso!
よし、あとワンちゃんだけかな。よし。
Simple stone. This must be for me.
死の秘宝が揃いましたね。いやいや、蘇りの石はそんな大きくないと思うけど、めっちゃでっかい石が。
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Not.
She's gone. Dear, sweet Neve.
Neve. We won't be the same without her.
ニーナじゃなくてニーフだった。間違えた。
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
まあ笑い方はね、結構人によって特徴出ますからね。よし。一応この話的にはこう昔の人が何かを隠してて、悪い勢力がその隠してるものを探してて、で、その隠してる人たちがこの萌えちゃんにその秘密を教えるかどうかみたいなのを試練で確かめようとしてて、まあそのために一つ一つこう試練があって、その後 教
What you did for your father was
えとか記憶とか見せてもらってるみたいな感じですね。
And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. O'Neill, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
それは良かった。ああ、この石ドーラはなんかその人の持つ感情がすごいエネルギーがいっぱいあるんだって。人の感情をこうエネルギーに変えてゴブリンの、ゴブリンズメタル、ゴブリンの銀になんか溜めてて、いや危険だ危険だっていう教授とこの人が結構今対立し始めているみたいなのを見せられてます。なんかこの石ドーラはすごい優秀なんだけど結構野心家で人の話も聞かないんだよね。なかなか難しいですね。ふう、そんなことか。
Revelio.
Speak to newly arrived code keeper. あ、こっちだね。そう、4人の
Is it true?
キー
Has
パー
someone
は
completed the
守
first
護者が
three
いて、
trials?
ここが最
It
後で
is,
すね。
and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
So, メインクエストの19分の違う待って違ったクエスト違うこれコンプリートメインクエストかそうさ全部で14分ってわけじゃないけどこれが14分と14になるとメインストーリークリアなんですけど、あと5しかないんだよね。もう結構佳境に入ってきましたよ。じゃあまだか。OK。じゃあまあ今日はここで終わって、次やるときにノリに乗ってればなんか次に終わっちゃうかもしれない。セーブゲーム。ノリに乗ってればメインストーリーは終わっちゃうかもしれないかなって感じですね。うまそうなお肉さんどうも見てくれてありがとうございます。実はハリーポッターが大好きなだけでアクションゲームはね、あんまりやんなくて、なんだろう、正体隠匿ゲーム、なんか人狼ゲームみたいなやつとか、あと、あれ、なんだっけ、マーダーミステリーとかを、よく配信してます。はい。ホグワーツレガシーは終わるまでは頑張る予定なので、タイミングあったら、よかったら見に来てください。ということで、終わります。ありがとうございました。またねー。